Hello, first grade friends and families. It's Miss Burns here, and we are working on week 6, day 1's math lesson. Last week we started a new unit on geometry, and we said that geometry is a fancy way of saying the study of shapes. And we started breaking apart shapes. We were composing 2D shapes, we were composing 3D shapes, and putting shapes together. This week we're moving on to another standard, and this one is really fun, friends. I can't wait to show this to you. We're working on 1G3, and in 1G3 we're going to start dividing circles and squares into halves and quarters. But before we can do that, we need to know first what are equal parts. So here's our I can statement for today. I can tell whether parts of a whole are equal or unequal. So let's talk about some of the words that we see here in this I can statement. We see the word whole. Now this isn't a hole like you could dig in the ground. A whole in this case, when we're talking about geometry and shapes, is the entire shape. You'll notice I have a circle and a square, and the entire thing or the whole thing is colored in. The whole circle is pink, the whole or entire square is orange. We're going to start taking wholes and cutting them or partitioning them into smaller pieces. So that's our next word, partition. Now it sounds like a big word, but you see probably a chunk that you know, the word part. When we use the word partition, all we are saying is that we're going to take a shape and cut it into parts. You'll notice we cut the circle into 2 parts, 1, 2. Those are equal, we'll get to that. And we cut this square diagonally or across into 2 parts. We partitioned them into parts. And what we want to make sure we understand today is what is an equal part, because there are equal parts and there are unequal parts. Equal parts are the same size and shape. So let's talk about that a little bit, and then we're going to use some real life examples that you could probably find all around your kitchen. So we have equal parts when a whole, that's the entire shape, is divided into parts that are the same size and shape. Notice how our circle here is partitioned or cut into 2 equal parts. We could take that circle and fold it in half on top of itself and it would look the same. This square is broken into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Each part looks the same. This triangle is partitioned or cut down the middle to make 2 equal parts. Those equal parts are the same size and shape. Now, unequal parts happen when a whole is divided into parts that are not the same size or shape. Notice how our circle here is cut into or partitioned into a little baby sliver on the top and a big chunk on the bottom. Our square is partitioned or cut into a little baby corner and the rest of our square. And here our triangle is cut along the center, but the top does not look like it's the same shape or size as the bottom. These are all unequal parts. So I'm going to show you some real life examples that I found around my kitchen of equal parts and unequal parts. So the first thing I want you to do is imagine that you are trying to share a snack and you want a piece of the snack and your friend wants a piece of the snack too. Now, if there's a snack to be had, do you want your friend to get more than you, or do you want to have equal parts? You definitely want equal parts. If we're having a pizza party, you want your friend to get a full piece of pizza and you to get a little itty bitty baby piece? No way. We want equal parts. So, let's say that we're making some s'mores and you've got chocolate. Well, you could have a whole bar of chocolate and your friend could get a whole bar of chocolate. These are equal parts. You got 1 full bar, your friend has 1 full bar. Those are equal. That seems pretty fair. Okay, well, how about we're having a healthier option for our snack and we're having some tomatoes. You get 2 tomatoes, your friend gets 2 tomatoes. That's fair. 2 is the same as 2. Just like quantities can be equal, so can parts. All right, we've decided we're not crazy about tomatoes, so we want to have some peanuts. and you dump some out on the table, and you want to divide these equally so you get the same. So you get one, your friend gets one. 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 Well, it looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 4 peanuts. Your friend got 1, 2, 3, 4 peanuts. You have equal parts. 4 is equal to or the same as 4. Well, but what happens if you don't have more than one of whatever you're trying to share? Imagine you've got a slice of bread, and let's pretend it's delicious with some cinnamon sugar on it, and you cannot wait to dig into this slice of cinnamon sugar bread. And you want to share it with your friend, but you don't have 2 pieces to share. And you have to figure out how to partition your bread so that you can share it. Well, if I slice it exactly down the middle, I'll get 2 equal parts. I could slice it diagonally and get 2 equal parts. I could slice it across the middle to get 2 equal parts. How about if I slice it here and you get this little itty bitty baby piece and your friend gets all of this? Are those equal parts? I hope you're saying, no, Miss Burns, those aren't equal. You're right. Equal parts look the same on both sides. So if I slice down the center, the slice that I get should be the same shape and size as the slice that my friend gets. Now we have equal parts. How about these tomatoes? What if you only had 1 tomato and you have to try to share it with your friend and you want to do that in equal parts? Well, should I give my friend this little itty bitty baby sliver on the end, or should I slice it down the middle so that we get equal parts? You're right, slice down the middle. Now you have 1/2 and your friend has 1/2. We'll talk about the words 1/2 tomorrow. Now you can have equal parts. I'm going to snack on these a little bit later. Let's also pretend that you've got a nice glass of water and you like lemon in your water. So does your friend. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You've got your slice of lemon for your water. Your friend has their slice. But what happens if there's only 1 slice of lemon? Some foods are actually really cool, like lemons, because they're already partitioned or cut into pieces for you. See how this lemon is partitioned into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections or pieces? So if I want to share this with my friend, I'm going to have to slice down the middle, either top to bottom or side to side. That way, we each get equal parts. I can have half to go in my drink with lemon, and my friend can have half to go in their drink with lemon. Awesome job, friends. Okay, let's review before you start doing your work independently. Today we're talking about equal parts, and we want to be able to divide a whole, that's the entire shape, into equal parts. When a whole is divided into equal parts, you have 1 or more pieces that are now the same size. My circle is the same shape and size on either side. Square is the same shape and size on either side. When we have unequal parts, that whole is divided in a way that they are not the same shape and size. That would be an unfair trade, an unfair way of sharing. What I want you to do, friends, is click below, and I want you to complete your Microsoft form where you're going to be asked to identify whether the way a shape is divided is in equal parts or unequal parts. And then I want you to see if you can go around the house or ask mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever is helping make dinner tonight. Ask them about equal and unequal parts. Are they chopping up the celery into equal parts or unequal parts? Are they slicing up the meat into equal parts or unequal parts? See if you can find some of these examples in real life around your house. And I'll see you tomorrow when we will talk more about halves. Bye, friends.